Hi. Welcome back to a whole world of love. I am Era of Love, and I am happy to bring you another video today. Today we will be talking about how to make covers feel a little bit more like your own. Let's get right into it, and be sure to hit subscribe. So, no matter what song you're singing, whether it's your song or somebody else's song, it's very important to connect with the storytelling of the song. The first step to figuring all of this out is to just get the lyrics in front of you and read through all of the lyrics one by one, making sure you understand how you connect to each one. So sometimes lyrics might be a little bit vague or interpretational, and that's totally fine. You don't have to get to the bottom of what the lyricist was trying to say, but just make sure you, as the performer and singer, understands how you relate to each lyric. And sometimes when it comes to a cover, the story might be relatable to you, but not in a personal way. Maybe you know someone that can definitely relate to the song and you're empathizing. You might also just love the song and its chords and melodies and it's pulling you in, but you personally haven't had that experience. This can be a little disconcerting at first if you don't know how to approach it, because let's say you're in a wonderful partnership, but you really want to sing an Olivia Rodrigo breakup song because you like the song. Well, you can think of someone who does relate to it and kind of put yourself in their shoes while you're singing. The other thing you can do is just think about it in a different application, or you can draw upon different inspiration. Making sure you're not always just sitting in your perspective seat, because sometimes that's not the seat that is most relative to the story. So you can put yourself there and therefore have a deeper connection when you're singing. Now, let's say you're going through the lyrics and a part or a section just really doesn't relate to you very much. Well, you don't have to just leave it the same and sing it as is, because chances are you're just going to glaze over anyway and not have that much fun singing that part. And your listener is going to feel that and hear that too. A really fun thing you can do is write your own lyrics to add to the song and replace the ones that don't make that much sense to you. I actually did this in my second to last cover of Ariana Grande's song My Hair. I thought that would be a really fun song to cover as a trumpet player, since she had just done that live version with that amazing trumpet player. I forget his name, but I'll find it and put it up. And I had a great time making it. But the second verse, I didn't really feel that connected to. She sings, it's been way long overdue, just like these inches down my back. Usually don't let people touch it, but tonight you get a pass. Spend my dimes and spend my time to keep it real. Sometimes there's tracks, but I don't care. So I don't really do a lot with my hair. So I didn't really feel like I related to like spending a lot of money on my hair or like keeping up with it. But I obviously have hair and I was singing the song My Hair. So I wanted to rewrite these lyrics and just tweak them and make them a little bit more personal to me. It's still a very lighthearted song, so I think this definitely applies into more emotional songs as well, and writing lyrics that are really meaningful and will move you. But, you know, in this example, it's just kind of a lighthearted song that I didn't connect that much with that lyric. So what I ended up changing it to was, it was the same beginning. It's been way long overdue, just like these inches down my back. Usually don't let people touch it, but tonight you get a pass. Virgin hair, everyone stares, it almost matches with my brass. Think I should share. Basically, I was saying I have virgin hair, it's not colored, and I said it almost matches with my brass because I was playing the trumpet, so I thought that was kind of fun. And finally I said, think I should share. So I think that was just kind of you know, a fun line just saying, should I chop it? Should I just chop it all, donate it? But it's a different interpretation, and it was more personal to me and who I am singing that song. So that's a lighthearted example, but
an example nonetheless.
But you can definitely do this with more emotional songs too, and maybe change the reference or the experience or the person it's talking about. An example of this is in The Bird by Anderson .Paak. It's a song I would love to cover, actually, and I should. I will. Because I've played it many times. I've taught a lot of students that song. I love that song. And in the chorus, he's singing about his family, and he's kind of listing off, you know, these different experiences that his family members had. He says, I'm rapping for the longest cycle. My uncles had to pay the cost. My sister used to sing to Whitney. My mama caught the gambling bug. We grew up in a lonely castle. My papa was behind the bars. So in this, he says his uncle had to pay the cost. His sister used to sing to Whitney. His mama caught the gambling bug. His papa was behind them bars. So for me, my dad never went to jail, but I did have an uncle who went to jail. And so I'd probably swap those lyrics and put uncle last and maybe put papa for the other one, or change that as well to something that made a little bit more sense for my story and my life. And, you know, like sister used to sing to Whitney, I would probably change that to something that my sister would sing to.
My first thought was Fall Out Boy, but yeah.
My sister really likes Taylor Swift, so I'd probably say my sister used to sing to Taylor. Making these slight adjustments, whether it's the person you're talking about or the experience you're sharing, making these little adjustments to make it make sense for your story can help you connect, and therefore help the listener connect to the story that you're telling. The next thing I wanted to share is that you can always change the gender or the pronouns of a song. So if you're singing the song and let's say it's about a relationship and you are in a relationship with people with different pronouns than the song is sharing, then it's really important that you change that to be relative to yourself and your relationship and your experience. Which word would you choose that makes the most sense for you? You totally have the freedom to make those little adjustments. If there's ever like a lyric in a song where it's something that like doesn't refer to you because of your race, you can definitely change that, of course, as well, and should feel more than comfortable doing so. But anyway, like you can just adjust it based on your experience and if it's relative to you, if it makes sense, and also if it's appropriate. There are definitely, you know, times in songs where something is not appropriate for you to say as whoever you are, and you can alter that appropriately as you see fit and as you see it come up, to be respectful, but also to make it more personal and make it make sense for you. The last thing I want to share is that if you're recording a cover and you're going to make a video, you can always have fun by adding some production and playing around in either GarageBand, Logic, or Pro Tools, and playing with the production in a way that you think is fun and adding some effects that you would have added if it was your song. So I actually did this in my cover of Deja Vu. That is the most recent cover on my channel. I had so much fun making it and so much fun mixing it. That was actually probably my favorite part, was playing around in GarageBand and mixing it. And that's another way you can make it your own, as well as learn a little bit more about a DAW and production. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this, and comment below if you have other ideas for how to make something your own or any questions you might have. You can also feel free to drop any suggestions or ideas of videos that you'd really like to see in the realm of music, creativity, spirituality, history, music history, anything, art, you know, all the things that I love so much and would love to share more with you. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!